This article was about hundreds of animal species driven to extinction. There were hundreds of bats everywhere, more than 28,000 in some mines. In 5 months, there were no more bats. There were fungus-covered bodies as far as you could see in the mines. More than 75% of the bats were killed because of the white nose syndrome. In the past 7 years, the white nose syndrome has killed millions of bats in 25 states and in Canada, making this disease one of the most tragic diseases to affect animals in history. It is found to have 100 species put to extinction. Also in this article, it says how the West Nile virus has killed millions of birds in North America. The West Nile virus is a single-stranded RNA virus. It is often transmitted across mosquitoes and many types of birds. However, unlike other diseases, the West Nile virus doesn't threaten a species to become extinct. Some researchers have turned to spiders, the most venomous animals on the planet, for help. These spiders help out farmers and other types of workers in that category that work outside with crops. The spiders don't want to hurt anyone. They're just trying to live their lives. Apparently, there are bad things that can bring some good to our world. Scientists have done an experiment to test if they could use venom peptides from spiders to protect crops from farmers' pests. So they turned to spiders for the venom, and it's working very well. As expected, the toxin from the spider effectively killed the pests on the farms and didn't hurt the crop in any way. Scientists say it's not a theoretical thing. This experiment is really happening. The Bicyculus anania butterfly has large bright eye spots that help it avoid the most important predator at a time. The butterfly uses camouflage sometimes to protect itself from other things that are trying to harm it. Many insects have these so-called eye spots, which suggests that these creatures are an important adaptation. This useful strategy is used to startle or confuse the predator it is up against. Usually, eye spots on butterflies are used efficiently during wetter seasons because there is a bigger impact on the eye spots. Sometimes butterflies even use their eye spots to find a mate. They aren't just for repelling animals. This article was about creating an object that has never been made before. Scientists say how they have never achieved something so spectacular and something that people have been trying to do for a while now. Scientists say to each other how they cannot believe that they made a DNA strand that large. The DNA structures are hundreds of square nanometers in size. These origami can be customized for use in everything from studying cell behavior to creating templates for the nanofabrication of electric components. Many people have used the substance for lots of things. Scientists want to use the propolis to regrow hair. They also use the substance to treat tumors, inflammation, and wounds. Although it is an awful thing to do, they tested the propolis on rats to see if they would improve the growth of hair faster. Expectantly, the experiment worked, and that the mice that received the substance regrew fur faster than untreated animals. The experiment was very successful and now used throughout the world. Now inspired by the marine organisms' compound eyes and polarized vision, researchers have built a miniature sensor that can detect minute differences in early-stage cancer cells that are invisible to the naked human eye. Scientists are slowly becoming to develop new ways of creating a brighter future of preventing cancer. Scientists say that they have moved from having multiple cameras that are very complex to a single chip solution. An international team of researchers has now used genetic information to create an atlas of the mixture of different populations during the last 4,000 years. This article represented how scientists can reveal historical events using the genome. Scientists say that there is a great virtue in being objective. You put data in and get the history out. They want to use more modern and ancient genome samples in the future to give an even clearer picture of human population movement. This article was about facts about the amount of babies that were born with a sickle cell trait. 1.5% of babies in the United States have sickle cell trait. The sickle cell trait varies greatly from state to state among different races and ethnicities. The total number of babies born with sickle cell in 2010 was 60,000. There are many diets of mice. Scientists tested 3 different mice to find the methionine restriction extended the lifespan of the GH transgenic mice in the wild-type controls, but did not impact the lifespan of the Amsdorff or GH receptor knockout mice. The scientists also examined how GH genetics and dietary methionine might interact to impact lifespan. It does impact the lifespan because of what the mouse intakes on a daily basis. Scientists are wondering if a yeti is a mythical creature or a Himalayan bear. Since polar bears do not live in the Himalayas, but brown bears do, the authors suggest that the yeti is simply a Himalayan brown bear, a potential subspecies known to walk on its hind legs. Marine life in the ocean is rapidly increasing in size. The blue whale is still the largest animal to have ever lived on Earth. Modern marine animals are in fact about 150 times larger than they were in the Cambrian period. The extra oxygen that comes with breathing air rather than water allows animals to sustain bigger bodies in aqueous environments. Bats communicate to each other by using echolocation. The scientists analyzed the sounds they recorded to simulate what each bat must have heard. They found out that within half a second of hearing another bat's sonar, a bat would change its trajectory and turn to follow the other bat. The 2 bats traded places, being the leader and follower during the course of a hunting season. This article was about pearlfish. Physics drove the convergent evolution of swimming in 22 unrelated marine species. All of these animals share a common ancestor from 550 million years ago and have evolved ever since. The most recent ancestor of dogs in the Americas arrived around 9,000 years ago. Some of them have bred with wolves, and that's how we have mutts, huskies, and other types of dogs. Fossils of a new species discovered in China suggest birds developed 6 million years earlier than previously thought. Ornithia bird evolved into modern birds. The oldest known Ornithivorous fossil was to be 125 million years ago, although they recently found a new fossil that was from earlier than they thought.